here. So this is the test cases package. So in this test cases package, we have to call different test cases. You can create a class, maybe first initial, you can create a LinkedIn homepage test, right? Create that LinkedIn homepage test.ng. LinkedIn homepage test.ng. So you can do that. So I'm going to create test.ng, create a test.ng class. LinkedIn homepage test. Homepage test. So what you want? So each method after you want, each class after you want to shut down, right? Your so you launch the browser and then you close the browser. Every class after. So that's what we want, right? So let's do that. Okay, let's do that. So before class and after class I'm taking and finish it. See, at the test method automatically it came, and before class and after class. So before class, what you want to do, maybe you can call this base class related, right? Base class related setup methods. The setup methods, if you want, you can call. Otherwise you remove this. As of now, you remove this. Just comment out this. So we can call this setup method there. So we can call this setup method there. Okay. I will extend this. How you can call extend? So because this is a different package and test case are different package. So extend that. Extend test base. So you import this. Import this. So import. So import. Okay, import is done. So I'll create a logger also, one logger for this methods. Log.debug. Sorry, first you have to create a logger, right? So private logger log equal to logger dot get logger. So get logger, I want Apache for log4j, right? This one I am going to use, and the class name. Dot class. Okay. So logger is done. The first test method. So you use the first test method is so verify the LinkedIn logo. Okay, verify. So LinkedIn logo test. You have to put a test keyword. Okay, at the end you have to put a test keyword. So I'm going to put log dot start exist. Start test case is not there. Get instance class. We can put so this get instance, the method name, and this method name you can give. Started, you can write. Basically method name we are just putting started, the method name. Started test case, or you can put directly log, we don't need. Okay. Log.info, right? Log.info. Okay. So next, you have to call the asset method of this. So basically the pages, right? It is verification where it is there in the LinkedIn home page. In the home page, the methods are there. The methods are there. These methods you have to call, right? This. So LinkedIn home page title is this one. This method you have to call there. This returning a Boolean data. So Boolean data means you have to create a asset true method. Asset true. So asset true, you have to write. So even you can take say overloaded methods here. So Boolean condition, string message here, Boolean condition only, right? So any one you take. So any one you take, it's up to you what you want. And then you can say in the message, if that is not there, you can say. So the method I need to call is, see the method automatically will get is LinkedIn. So the method name, yes, I have to create object for that, right? Otherwise, without creating object, it's not possible. Log.info. So what I'm going to do, create the page class object. Page class object. So you declare globally because I want to use that. So in all the methods, that's why declare globally in LinkedIn home page home page. So just a variable, some variable you are giving. So LinkedIn home page, just give this. So this variable I'm going to use and assign the object of that. So equal to new. I have to create object based on non-static methods, right? All non-static methods, how can you call? You have to create object. I'm creating object for this class. So now this object reference dot is, see, you can get is LinkedIn logo present. So this returns a Boolean, right? Either true or false, but you're expecting true. So whatever you get here, based on that, this test case will pass. Otherwise, test case will fail. So here you can write LinkedIn logo is not present. LinkedIn logo is not present. See if this is false, and this message will print in the log messages for you. So that's a one thing. And also,
can you explain that line once again?
so for example, the logo is not there, right? So this will return a Boolean value, right? What Boolean value? If logo is not there, you will get a false, you will get.
False.
But what you are expecting here? True you are expecting.
Yeah.
True false means false, right? False means this test case will fail. If the test case fails means this message will print in the log for you. That is your log clear message you are giving. Okay, the logo is not present. That's why it is getting false. That's why this test case is failing. Okay. So next, I want to call the setup method. Just call setup method. So test base inside we have, right, setup method. This setup method. Okay, so that is a non-static method. Non-static method means, so you can call, see, so you can call directly. You can use directly here. So then after class, what you want to do? You want to exit the browser, right? You want to exit the browser. So you can do this. So close the browser. Close the browser. So you call that method. You just call the method. So what is the method? Tear down method. Just call this method. That's it. See, just methods only you are calling. This is the what I'm telling everybody, methods, how to call. See, in the inheritance, you can call the methods directly. Now, but what are the other methods you have to do? There are still many methods, right? At the rate test. So I can do public. So void verify. So LinkedIn home is title, right? So you have to verify. So log.info. So started verifying the LinkedIn homepage title. Okay. So asset equals. So you give your so the method, you have to call this method the actual title. So dot get LinkedIn homepage title and your actual value you provide here. So what is the actual value? LinkedIn, you open the LinkedIn page. So open the LinkedIn page. LinkedIn homepage. So this is the homepage title. So get that title. Okay, so I have to log out. See, each page one test case you can create. Otherwise, you can create a different. So multiple page classes you can create one test case. Basically, I'm creating multiple test cases so that you can also see the different test cases in the report also. Some verifications you can do and validations you can do, all this, right? That's what we are doing. Here in the head tag, you can find the title. What is that head tag title? Look for the title tag. I'll do one thing. I'll search. So this is the one quickest way. So you don't need to struggle also. Go here and give it that. Okay. So simple. Right? Then any other verifications we have? These two only, right? These two test cases. This is the one and that's it. Two test cases for this class. And you can use this other classes if you need, because if you click, it will go to next page, right? So that you can do, but this test case is done. So you have to create a test engine. Let's run this. Okay, let's run this so that you can understand. First, at least one test case is running or not, we need to see, right? So let's run this. So I'll create a testng.xml under this testng folder for this class. For this class, where is this? This one, this class. So let's create. So testng. So convert to testng. You know already how to create a testng files. I can say LinkedIn suite. So LinkedIn suite. So we can say LinkedIn test. So you can create under which, so this folder inside. So we have test under resources, testng folder, and you can create testng.xml file. So you can click on finish. So the class will create here. The XML file will create under this suite file. You can see this. And at the same time, you have to create listeners. Listener, we forget to add a listener here, listener class. You can see here, you have to give listener class name. So this is the listener class name you have to give because we created listener, right? Listener class. So class tagger. So let me find out in our blog. So we can find out, go to hybrid framework. You can find here. If listeners are there, how you to create an XML file I have given here. Everything you have here. You don't need to struggle, guys. So it's very, very clearly given. See, listener class name. So this is the one I need to add. So that it is going to create the reports to you also. Make sure you are given the same class name in the listeners package. Package name also same or not. com dot qa dot linkedin dot listeners list listeners dot, and the class name is same or not, just check that. Extend report listener, same class name. Okay, same class name I have given. So now you can run it. So you can run even pom.xml, I think we have included, right? You can directly run build section. So in the build section, we have specified, see, source, test, resources, then testng, testng, testng.xml. So we are perfect. So now you right click on the entire project, right click on the pom.xml. So run as, you can do maven build also. Let's do maven build so that you can run easily, right? So goal is clean install, right? Apply and run it. Save 3 of 3. See whether your test case is running or not. That's what we want. So both the test cases will run and it will give the output to you. 2 test methods. See, all the compilation is done. The test case are starting. At the rate test means test case is starting. Okay, it is skipping. Let's see why it is skipping. So debug it. Skipped. So what is the reason? We need to find out. So illegal argument exception, input must be set. So okay. So you got it?
Browser value.
Browser value we didn't pass it. So the browser value you need to pass it. So the browser value, how can you pass for the method? This method is browser value, right? It's very clearly telling that. So this method has a browser. You can see parameterized method, right? Setup method. Okay, we are so reading, but you can put here. Why it is not reading from the properties file? It should read. Because we have given the config.properties. Chrome. So we have given Chrome, right? Let me go and see. HomePage test. Core class. Okay, we created setup method. Put to be set. So I'll do one thing. Test base. Okay, test base. I'll make it parameterized. String browser. So I will browser name. Okay, I'll comment out as of now this one. Okay, so I'll give this thing there itself in the LinkedIn HomePage test. I'll call this. That's it. So we're ready. So method name, I'm calling this. It's going to call, right? So let's run this again. So maven build. There is a Chrome already. That Chrome we are passing. So setup method, we're passing the Chrome. From the properties file, it will read, and it is going to start. Still. Okay, otherwise I'll do one thing. So at the rate parameters I'll put. So at the rate parameters, browser. So this should read. I don't know why it's not reading, but fine. String. So browser is capital. So parameters. So where is test.ng.xml? You can include parameters tag. So test tag after you can include. So parameters. Parameters browser. So Chrome. Let's see. Otherwise we have to do different way. So always I'll use directly before class. So before test something instead of this. Even you can use before test suit also, but we're not. So just a suit before it will run. Again it is. Legal argument 37. Where it is. 37. This one. Clean home page. Okay. Then we don't need all these things. At the browser value it is asking. Okay. So I got it. I'll do that now. So what you need to do is every page you have to add the driver value. So this one, okay, driver it is not getting. So that is the reason it is failing. So you can do one thing. You can just do test base. So test base, so import it. Okay, got it. So click method. It's not doing. So yeah, there is a one more way we can do this. Okay, Let me do that. Same thing. So I'll declare web driver. So driver, and then so web driver. So driver. So driver, this dot driver equal to, otherwise just a driver equal to dr you assign. And while creating object for this class, you have to pass the web driver. So that's the one way you can do that, so that it will be set up. This driver you can assign. Let me show you that. And I can pass the driver. Okay. Okay. So another way we can do this one. So let me remove this, all these things. There is LinkedIn homepage test. Let's remove all these things. We don't want. Simply in the test base, you just put the before suit itself. And this one you don't need. Leave it as it is. Okay. So I just keep it as it is, and so I'm not doing anything new changes. So as early before, how was it? The same way I'm running. So just before suit we are keeping, and after suit we are keeping. You don't need any. So I will fail again. Just a minute. This one we don't need. I'm just removing this. Maybe if you want, I can keep this one. Just for clearing the cache, I'll put clearing the browser cache. So how can you clear the browser cache? So driver dot. So manage method dot. So delete all cookies. You can do that. Yeah. So now it's going fine. You can see that. So this is this log is coming from test base. See debug if you use debug, info if you use info you will get. Okay. Chrome driver is going to start successful. Two test cases. So two test cases in the home page only. So we're not doing anything. If you want to do extra bottom, that validations, all those things you can do. So one failure, verify LinkedIn home page. Okay, some question marks are coming. Okay, so in that case, what you need to do is, so we are expecting this, but in the real, there is a question mark. So then what you can do, you can put a contains, right? contains we can do instead of assert equals, you can do assert true. Assert true. So contains, just go to contains. So this is there or not, you just check that. So it will be over. That's it. So now you can run the test case. Basically, we are expecting without anything question mark, but the question mark are coming, but we don't know it, but it is there. But I took only the ones, but it is capturing question marks also. So I'm ignoring them in that entire thing. This plain text is there or not. Otherwise, you can do replace the question marks and all, but so we don't need all those refinement you have to do basically. If you want to use assert equals, you have to use a refinement replace method you have to call, then trim method you have to call, then you can do that. So now it is passed, both of them. It also failed again. Expected true. Verify linked in home base. Expected true, but found false. Why? So it is not there. So why it is not there? Have that, right? So I'll print that. So before that, let's print this. So you will come to know, right, what is there. So this you print it. That's how you need to, if failing, why it is failing. So actual page title is, you can do that. You see, a lot of, when you run, you will get a lot of failures. You have to resolve them. That's a very important here, because you are expecting true, but this one is giving false. It is saying this is not there. It is saying. So in this this page title is not there. In it is saying. So why it is not there? We have to see that. So what is there exactly in this driver.get title? That if you print only, you will come to know. So let's print that. Your expectation is true, but found false. That means this get LinkedIn homepage title is so not this contains method is returning false. It should not return false, right? It is there. So you will come to know, if you print, you will come to know what is there, then why it is. See, is there any mismatches are there or whatever it is. LinkedIn login or sign up is there or not, that keyword is there or not, we need to see. It is there, LinkedIn : login or sign up. Okay, we'll come to know here. So let it fail, no problem, but you have to so print it. See, okay. See what is there, what is this printing? You need to see this. So you go to here. See, first one is passed. Logo test is passed. So LinkedIn homepage. Actual page title is this one. See that. LinkedIn, there are space here. That's what the problem. So if you compare these two, this one and what we have given here, both are same only, right? Any difference here? Login or sign up. It's a similar. We're getting this one only, but it's not. It's returning false. I'll do one thing. So let's keep this as it is. As a second method, I'll do refinement dot replace. But that we don't have no, to replace the question mark. This any question marks are there? without anything. Then dot trim method. So I'm space is also there. I'm trimming out. So that string is value assert equals. Okay. So see the simple thing, but it is giving a trouble to us. Sometimes it will eat our time also. So there is no question mark. It is saying strange pattern syntax exception. So actually it is not there. It is saying. So here it is showing clearly not there. Otherwise, I'll do one thing. Contains LinkedIn. I'll just put contains LinkedIn. This is not there, right? Let's run one more time. So what I want to do is put string ACT title equal to this method and add title. So I'll print this. Then I'll print this. I'll get this same title here. So let's go to the let me pause the. So you refresh the page, refresh the project basically, and you can see the output. Okay, basically output, how you can see. And see logs also, you can see selenium.log, everything you can see here. So where we stored test, right? So target, under target, you have extend reports, right? Extend reports folder. So under extend reports, you have a extend report.html with today's date. So just select that properties and open this. So in the browser, so you open in the browser. See this is the one, right? We have given the LinkedIn automation test results, and this is the title we have given, and you can see the test case name pass. So class name and method name. So these are pass. So you can see. So if you select both test case, will come here also. Test method to verify LinkedIn homepage title successful, right? So this also you can see test method verify logo test successful. So you can see the complete info, right? Even you can find system. So variables we set, right? You remember system variables, we some info we have provided. So automation tester and organization, build number, whatever you want, you can give here, so that you can find out the start date, end date, So how many test cases you ran. So all this you're going to get. So very clearly. Okay. So if you go to dashboard and you can see this dashboard clearly. Yeah. And you can even filter it, pass or fail, you can filter it also. So now only pass is there, that's why. If you any test case fails, it will show failure also. The reason for failure also you can find out. Okay. So that's the report, how we can create. So extent report we call this. What we call this? Extent report. So that all listeners we have written, right? That is the listener is giving this so extent reports to us.